What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Howdy Ranch RV in Mathis, Texas, right next to Lake Corpus Christi in Mathis, Texas. And we are going to take a look at this enormous Raptor 415. This thing is huge. 3-axle unit. They just got it in. They are going through the PDI process on it currently. This thing's over 44 feet long, front to back. I mean, check that out. Huge. Anyways, guys, I don't think you're going to want to miss this video. Be right back. All right, guys, let's quickly take a look at the numbers on this unit. So this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 19,000 pounds. It has a cargo capacity of 4,060 pounds, rides on 3 7,000-pound axles, so you have 21,000 pounds worth of axle capacity, and it has G-rated all-steel tires. This is a huge, huge toy hauler. I know when a lot of people see ratings of these new trucks going all the way past 35,000 pounds, when I tell you there aren't a lot of RVs that you could haul that weigh anywhere near that. I mean, check this out, 44 plus feet long, 3 axles, has a 19,000 pound maximum weight rating. 19,000 pound including the RV and everything you throw in it. So just keep that in mind. There are a few luxury brands that get up in the 25, 26, and even up to about 28,000 pounds, but you would be hard pressed to find a pickup truck towable fifth wheel that doesn't require a Class 8 semi-truck to haul it that is going to be over 30,000 pounds. Anyways, guys, first of all, let's look at the outside of this unit real quick. It has an Onan generator. Anytime you see that little exhaust pipe coming off the front, it generally means they have a 5,500 watt Onan by Cummins that is stuffed into the front there. It's going to have 2 propane cans over there. You're going to have 3 battery boxes inside of this covered. So that's one thing that's really nice about these Raptors, is that you can get them with 3 batteries. Very cool. This is not going to have a drop frame, so Keystone, with their toy hauler line, elects to go with a solid 12-inch beam all the way front to back. Some manufacturers put drop frames on their toy haulers, but in my opinion, if you're going to be hauling really heavy stuff, I would kind of prefer just have one solid I-beam going all the way back and sacrificing the front storage, because you can see where the door for the front storage starts here is higher than most. And the reason for that is because the I-beam is going to go up to about here. Back your water heater, back your furnace. This toy hauler uses all cable-driven slides, and the reason for that isn't because they're trying to go cheap. It's really because these slides are all relatively small. You're not going to see these massive slides that you might see on your traditional fifth wheel, where they have the rear living room slide that's, 14 feet long. On these, this slide's maybe 6 feet long, and it only extends out about half the depth of some of the larger slides. There's your 12-inch I-beam frame. There's your sewer connection coming out. Coming around to the side, this has the S637 Saloon all-steel rated tires. These are a G load rating. These have the Cree 3000 suspension on it. So this is the Moride suspension system for a 3-axle toy hauler. Frameless windows. Has cross ventilation. That's what you're looking at right there. Air comes in that side, and on the other side at the back corner it'll go out, and that's in case you have toys and gas powered toys inside of there that you need to fumigate, essentially let the air flow through it and get it all out. This has your holding tanks for your fuel for your toys. You can see the back awning fully extended and the back patio ramp out, plus the support arms underneath it. On this side is where you would have your steps that can climb up into this back patio area. You can see you have 2 awnings. I really like how they put an awning here and an awning up there, as opposed to just one awning that extends over this slide. So you have a nice rear awning and a nice front awning. On this side, we'll quickly glance at the storage. They are doing the PDI on this unit because it just came in. You can see how much higher the floor level is simply because there's no drop frame on here. You don't really need one, just considering the fact that this does have a huge garage in the back. Again, all frameless windows, and even though this is a cable-driven slide, it's a relatively small slide. So this slide is maybe 7 feet long, extends out maybe 2 feet. So it's not what I would consider to be a really heavy slide. And if you're going to use the cable-driven slide system correctly, you need to use it on these smaller slides. Let's step up inside of this Raptor 415. This has the Moride step above steps on it. So this is a very, very interesting floor plan. Now, it is traditional to toy haulers in some ways and then different in others. So we'll take a look at that. First of all, the kitchen space is really nice. I like the fact that they give you this really nice looking hutch area. If you recall the Coachman 360 IBL that we had, it had a very similar kitchen area right here. And I love that because it gives you space that you want for an island, and it doesn't sacrifice it by putting a sink in the island. But lots of drawers on each side, cabinets below, cabinets above, very residential in feel, which I love. Has a nice size island here that has nothing on it, which is also really cool. Oven and stove is really nice. You have some space next to it, plus your full-size microwave, cabinets above. You have your 4-door gas electric, really large refrigerator. That's as big as a residential refrigerator, maybe even a little wider. Plus a large pantry, which we'll take a look at in a second. On this side, you have more drawers, more cabinets. Coming over here, taking a look inside of your pantry, you have a nice space. Each one of these shelves are about 5 inches deep. Plenty of space for what most people would put in their pantry. Now, as we swoop around and we look at this very toy hauler-ish style sofa area, this is very traditional to what most people expect to see in a toy hauler. What's nice though is that all these seats face the TV, as opposed to the TV being in some awkward angle up really high and not really being able to use it. But in here, everything is kind of in front of where you'd be sitting. One thing that's really interesting is that they've added these bar stool foldable chairs. These fold flat, but when they're up, they turn into bar stools, and I think they're each rated at about 300 pounds. I'm sitting on it and I'm rocking, and it doesn't necessarily feel unstable at all. It actually feels pretty stable. So they've secured them well. It's all on steel structure here, so they don't creak, and like I said, it's actually a pretty nice seating area. And when you're done with them, they simply fold down flat right here and they give you your space back. But if you have extra people here, if you have kids, if you have guests over and you're talking to them or they're eating breakfast, it's additional seating, which is nice. Now, it would have been cool if they maybe put some cushions on them. I think that would have been nice. But this is the living room in this specific floor plan. Kind of integrates in the kitchen. What they've done here is they've tried to maximize the space in this living room while still giving you a functional kitchen in a toy hauler, because that's usually where your limitation is the fact that it's a toy hauler. Lots of cabinetry. Nice 50-inch TV, nice wide view fireplace. As is traditional with a lot of larger toy haulers, you have a loft up top. It's a very tall climb though for small children, so you'd always want to be careful of that. It has this really interesting door that Raptor installs that is essentially supposed to prevent the cross ventilation of any fumes inside of the garage from getting into the living room space. So that's really nice. It basically cuts the area off. There's that vent I showed you from the outside, and then there's another one down there at the bottom. Now, something else that's special about this toy hauler is it has a 15-foot garage bay. So most of these, even in their longest, are about 13 feet. 15 feet long garage. This thing is huge, and you can probably store anything you want in here. Plus, you have a queen-size bed up here that can come down. You have your dinette right here. These fold down into chairs or into one long flat bed as well. Plus, you have the carpet back here, and that carpet covers this area up if you want to utilize this as something other than a garage. And of course, you have your patio in the back. These steps right here would attach to the side of your patio, so if you have room to get on and off. And then your patio fully extended, of course, is a nice extra living area here in the back. Underneath here, you're going to have additional storage, which is really cool. And that's, again, often dead space in an RV that's just reutilized in here. You have your TV mounted up top here. It's a 40-inch TV. Here's space for your washer and dryer. And in here, you're going to have a half bath. Really nice half bath, nice countertop space, nice cabinet space. Coming around this way, head towards the front of this unit. We are going up the stairs, taking a look at the bathroom area. So you have a porcelain foot flush toilet here. Nice solid one-piece shower stall here. You have a very nice countertop space here. A lot of room on each side as well. You have a couple drawers, plus a nice medicine cabinet, and you have some more storage here for towels, toiletries, and things like that. Plus in the bedroom area, this one does have a king-size bed. One of the ways you can tell is because of how close it is to the wall here. you need room for this wardrobe slide to come in, and that's why it's positioned this way. Plenty of room in front. This is carpeted in here. I would like to see them extend the flooring into this space. Some people prefer the carpeting because it kind of muffles sound, makes it a little bit more cozy feeling to them. Overall, though, this is a great front bedroom area. Has a TV already mounted. This is a cool toy hauler, and it's huge. I mean, this is really one of the largest toy haulers you can get on the market that's not like a specialty brand like a Lux or like a DRV. This is just about as big as they get, and it gives you a lot of room in the back. You know what I'd love to see, though? I'd love to see toy haulers like this that utilize part of that 15-foot garage as a dedicated bunkhouse, because for me, if we got a toy hauler, we wouldn't be hauling Harleys, or we wouldn't be hauling a side-by-side. We'd be hauling bikes. We'd be hauling, you know, small stuff, dirt bikes maybe, things that don't take up a tremendous amount of space, and we'd still like to have a really great layout for our living room and a bunkhouse area, and maybe sacrifice some of the garage. So a unit that's just as long as this, but with more space dedicated to the living room, as well as perhaps space for a bunkhouse in the back and the ability for you to entertain more people comfortably in the kitchen and the living room without having them spread out across such a large unit. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you took a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we will talk to you again very soon.